Hello, and how are you this week? This week was a surprising week for me because I had gone out to dinner, and I never do this, but it was unplanned, and I could not get my Weight Watchers app to work while I was out. So I was just like, let me just try to pick the healthiest thing that I can think of on the menu. And I ended up going to a new sort of fast food restaurant. I guess it's fast food. And I got a burger and a drink and just the lightest thing that I could think of. Anyway, ended up that the meal was 21 points and I was in absolute shock. And so that made me have to redo the rest of my day. So instead of having what I was going to have for dinner, I'd have something different. Now, I could have gone into my weeklies. I get 34 points a day. So I could have gone there, but I decided not to, and just had a lot of fruit. A lot of fruit and a lot of free veggies. That's the best way to go if you find yourself in a situation where you find out later that the points are really high, and yeah. So that was my week, but because I knew that in my head, and because I think I felt satiated from the meal, I was really, on target the rest of the week. I was really good, and, I had more movement and did things like that. So the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because a few of you have asked, well, more than a few of you have asked for maybe, what kind of situations that I may go through during the week. So I'm throwing this out there as this was a shocker for me because I did not want to see that 21 points and just for one meal. But anyway, being good and all that, I had a weight loss of 3.0 pounds, and that puts my entire weight loss at 15 pounds exactly, which is so funny because last week I was just telling you guys that I really wanted to reach 15. That was my next goal, and here I am. So I'm super excited about that. And so if you ever find yourself in a situation like that, just work through it. The rest of the day, have fruit, have salads, do whatever you can to make the day better. Sorry about the lighting. I don't know. I'm working with different lighting. So if it looks a little dark, then please bear with me. I know you love me, so please bear with me. Anyway, so let me get into my food finds, and so 15 pounds, and you can feel such a difference. Like, don't look at the big picture. Don't look at, oh wow, I have 40 pounds to lose. Oh wow, I have 70 pounds to lose. 100, whatever the case is, look at yourself now and notice the small things. Like, I noticed, like, my chin's getting, smaller, and it's not as, chubby as it was. Yes, I said that. So look at the small things instead of looking at the huge picture, because the huge picture can be overwhelming and you don't want to go there. You just want to look at the small picture and notice the small things along the way, and sooner than you know it, you're going to be looking better than ever and feeling fabulous. So now, sorry, with that, I'll get into my food finds. I hope that was helpful to someone out there. And yes. So the first thing, so excited to find these Green Giant. This is sweet potato and cauliflower. So yum. And it's made by Green Giant, as you can see. And it's diced. So 1 cup of this is 50 calories and 2 points. But I will be having two cups of this because 2 cups of this is only 3 points. So that's a lot more than just 1 cup. I usually eat the whole bag and just figure out the points because you can't go wrong with vegetables. I eat a ton of vegetables. Usually I just take a big cauliflower, cut off the edges, and just throw it into a pot and eat like the whole thing. Sometimes. Okay, so next, this is another of the riced veggies. This is cauliflower and broccoli, which is awesome. So again, tiny little pieces, and it makes, like, you can throw anything in there. You can throw chicken or whatever meat that you're having, turkey, whatever. You can throw that in there. You can throw more veggies. You can have it as a side. Anyway, you cannot go wrong with those frozen vegetables. Now, this one is a little funny, but my sister had told me about these. These are cookies, of course, and they're baby cookies, but they're 20 calories per cookie. So you can have 4 of these cookies for 3 points, which these are very good. If you look at them up close, they're very delicious, and they just satisfy that crunch and sweetness that you need sometimes. Another food find. This is actually an oldie but a goodie, but I wanted to show you on Smart Points what this was. This is the Special K protein. Make sure it says protein on it. And it is 4 points for 3/4 cup. Add tons of fruit to it, and I always use the almond milk or the, what is it? The other milk that I showed in my last video, which is awesome. It's only like 25 calories per cup. Another yummy find is this Tomorrow's. I've been like obsessed with these. These are pumpernickel. Only 80 calories, and look how big that is. That's humongous. And 80 calories and 2 Smart Points. So the entire wrap is like voluptuous, huge, and yes, so you can fill this up with whatever you want to. Now, I saw something like broccoli slaw that I was thinking of adding with maybe some dressing. Thought that might be good. If you watched the last video that I posted on the dinner, it's a dinner that you can have for your entire family. You just throw in the oven. It's amazing. Anyway, you can have this, which is awesome, from Giant, Texas Toast, and it has garlic and cheese on it. It is 140 calories, and it's only 4 points, which is absolutely amazing. I never would have looked at that and thought it was 4 points. And last but not least, this is Caramel Crunch Girl Scout Cookie Limited Edition cereal. Now, it's only 110 calories, but it is 5 points. So I would save this for a snack. It's not exactly a healthy cereal, so I would definitely save this as a snack and mix it with something else. Maybe put it in your cereal. I mean, not your cereal. Maybe put it in your yogurt or something like that, and just make it fabulous. So with that, I hope you all have a fabulous week. I loved hearing all your weight losses. You guys did an amazing job last week. And I will see you next week. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.